Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is October 22nd, 2023, and this is my weekly market review, where I'm reviewing the S&P 500 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. And if it is, then contact us here at Right Side Trading and see if we can actually help you. Again, let's jump right over here. I'm going to change this from this future contract to SPX, what I normally look at. Although they all pretty much the same, they all are the same. Price is going to be very close to each other also. But I just like to try to keep it consistent for you. I'll do that at least. Let's take a look here. I'm going to zoom in on all these charts here, but I'm going to zoom right on in here on this quarterly chart. Let me do that too before I get there. Maximize that and size this down. On the quarterly chart, we got above pivot, and we've been staying above pivot, but look like we're not going to break. You know, these are yearly pivots. So the question was, one guy had messaged me and said, we're not going to break 4,500. I can see us not breaking 4,600, even if we get a Christmas rally now, based on how this market is actually acting. You know, we are definitely kind of sloping down and moving more to the downside. And the only thing that's going to save us on this last quarter here is maybe a Christmas rally, as I mentioned to him. That's the only thing that I can see us actually maybe getting back, you know, above, you know, maybe 4,500. And definitely right now, although it's a couple of months left, it's kind of hard to see us making all-time highs. But anything can happen, you know. But I like looking at here at the big picture, and the big picture kind of show you, okay, what you can see what's going on here, and you can see that this doesn't look good at all. Definitely, probably by the end of the year, we could easily be back down close to 4,000, since that's where pivot is at. It might bounce around here. The question is, you know, this month we was expecting maybe a green month, and we're not getting it. November. Well, let's go down to the monthly chart where you can see things a little bit better. So here on the monthly chart, let me zoom in a little bit here. Let me zoom in just really right here. We was expecting this thing to drop those 2 months. They're usually down months. But come now here in October, we was expecting a reversal, and we're not getting that. And then the thing is, like I said, on the monthly thing, we opening below pivot. So now for this month and for the rest of this quarter, we may not, like one guy had mentioned me, we may not even see above 4,500 now for this quarter, and now between the end of the year. And I kind of almost have to agree with him. And I definitely don't see us right now above 4,600. I can be wrong, but based on what I'm seeing happening on the chart, we've gone into a technical bear market. And our stochastic is at the top, supporting this bear market and this downward push. And what we see in the market is like a lot of supply still out there. People still selling, want to get cash in their pocket, or transferring their money to somewhere else at this time. So that's what I see. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, we had the bearish looking patterns. We had to follow through on the weekly chart. We got down here and was getting some bullish looking something here for a couple of weeks. And then this week we was trying to get this candle right here, was thinking this could be our confirmation candle to the upside. We did not get our confirmation to the upside on this bullish kind of looking pattern. But we had so much selling pressure here, and as we can see in what I'm saying, there's still a lot of supply in this market that's pushing this thing down. Our stochastic now is at the bottom, and it can come back up. But like I say, for this quarter, this is a weekly chart, so these are monthly pivots. For this month, we definitely probably not getting even back above 4,400 or 4,350 right here, based on just the way I like looking at pivots. And right now, with this bearish looking candle and pushing down, we may get a bounce. This is the 50 and the 200 that I usually have on this chart. 50 and the 200. This is the 50 that is getting ready to touch. Next week, we may get a bounce off that, and we may break it just a little bit and might get some buyers come into the market once we get down to a support level 1. That's what I'm seeing here coming next week. I am seeing a continuation of this downward pattern that we're getting, and it may not drop as much. It may slow down like what we saw on these candles right here, and we may get a little bit of a bounce. But again, for the month, we're definitely going to be down. And then come next month, see, that's why I like having this little time here over to the right side. I can see that it's highly likely that we may be opening below pivot. And if we end up opening below pivot come November, all I can see is just more downward pressure on this market, based on my whole pivot thing. And that's what I see there on the weekly chart. Let's go ahead and look at the daily, see what's been happening last week on the daily. As you can see on the daily, the stochastic did give us a sign that it was at the top. It was going sideways at the top. It couldn't go higher, couldn't break previous week's high, and all we did is end up going down. And as you can see, based on the stochastic, we do have more room to drop. So that's just what I see on the charts. It's just what the charts are telling me. It's like looking into the crystal ball, and that's what I'm seeing. And that's all I really want to share this week. This is Solomon. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next weekend. Have a good one. Bye. And look out for my, I'm going to put something out there on, I did the put thing already. That was important, to kind of understand where to put sell puts and all that. Look for that video. I'm going to put one out on selling calls. Selling calls usually just doesn't cover the costs, what you could be losing on your positions if you're long any positions. And I'm laughing. Yes, I am long at least one position on the Russell, but not on the SPY at this time. That's all. Let's share a little bit more too much, but that's all I just want to let you know. That's why, this things you do, you try to keep your accounts whole. But this is Solomon. I hope you guys had a great week. Have you guys having a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.